In the heart of Asia lies an economic giant, Japan. Renowned for its technological prowess and rich cultural heritage, Japan has long been a symbol of resilience and innovation. But beneath its surface, a crisis has been brewing. This video consists of following 6 chapters. Chapter 1: The Rise of Japan. After the devastation of World War II, Japan rose from the ashes like a phoenix. The economic miracle of the 1960s and 70s transformed Japan into a global powerhouse. With rapid industrial growth, technological advancements, and a robust export economy, Japan's GDP soared. Japan's success was driven by a unique blend of government policies, business practices, and societal dedication. The Ministry of International Trade and Industry played a pivotal role in guiding economic development. Companies like Sony, Toyota, and Panasonic became symbols of Japan's industrial strength and innovation. The education system, with its emphasis on discipline and excellence, produced a skilled workforce ready to contribute to Japan's growth. The salaryman culture emerged, where lifetime employment and loyalty to the company were highly valued. However, as Japan's economy continued to expand, underlying issues began to surface. Chapter 2: The Bubble Burst. But in the late 1980s, cracks began to appear. A financial bubble, driven by speculative investments in real estate and stocks, started to inflate. Property prices and stock values soared to unprecedented heights, fueled by easy credit and overconfidence. The Nikkei stock index reached its peak at the end of 1989, but this euphoria was short-lived. In 1991, the inevitable happened. The bubble burst. Property values plummeted, stock prices crashed, and Japan entered a period of economic turmoil. This marked the beginning of one of the most challenging eras in modern Japanese history. Companies faced massive losses. Banks were burdened with bad debts, and the government's initial response was slow and ineffective. The sudden collapse left a lasting impact on the economy, leading to widespread uncertainty and fear. Chapter 3: The Lost Decades. The burst bubble plunged Japan into what is now known as the Lost Decades. The 1990s and 2000s were marked by economic stagnation, deflation, and a population grappling with uncertainty. Growth slowed to a crawl, and the once mighty economy seemed paralyzed. Deflation became a persistent problem. Prices fell, reducing consumer spending and business investment. This created a vicious cycle of economic inactivity. The banking sector was crippled by bad debts, and the government's attempts to stimulate growth often fell short. The Bank of Japan implemented a series of monetary easing policies, including lowering interest rates to near zero. However, these measures were insufficient to reignite growth. Structural issues such as an aging population and rigid labor markets continued to hinder economic recovery. Japan's social fabric also began to show signs of strain. The once unshakable confidence in lifelong employment and social stability was eroding. Young people faced uncertain job prospects, and the older generation struggled with reduced pensions and savings. If you're finding this story of Japan's economic journey insightful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring you more content like this. Let's get back to the story. Chapter 4: Struggling for Recovery. In the early 2000s, Japan began implementing various measures to revive the economy. Structural reforms were introduced to tackle inefficiencies, and fiscal policies aimed at stimulating growth were put in place. A major turning point came with the advent of Abenomics, named after Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. This economic policy package focused on 3 arrows: aggressive monetary easing, flexible fiscal policy, and structural reforms. Monetary easing involved the Bank of Japan purchasing government bonds and other assets to inject liquidity into the economy. This aimed to stimulate spending and investment by lowering borrowing costs and increasing the money supply. Fiscal policy included government spending on infrastructure projects and other public works to boost demand. Structural reforms aimed to deregulate various industries, increase labor market flexibility, and promote innovation. While Abenomics showed some promise, the results were mixed. Economic growth improved, but structural issues such as an aging population and labor market rigidity. But will these efforts be enough to pull Japan out of its prolonged slump? The future remains uncertain. Chapter 5. Current Challenges and Hope for the Future. Japan faces significant challenges today. The aging population is one of the most pressing issues. With a declining birth rate and a rapidly aging workforce, Japan's demographic crisis threatens to further strain the economy. The elderly population is increasing, leading to higher healthcare and pension costs. This puts additional pressure on the younger generation to support a growing number of retirees. The government has introduced policies to encourage higher birth rates and greater female workforce participation, but the impact has been limited so far. Despite these challenges, there is hope. Japan is investing in technology and innovation to drive future growth. From robotics to green energy, Japanese companies are at the forefront of groundbreaking advancements. Chapter 6. Conclusion. Japan's economic crisis is a complex and multifaceted story. It is a story of rapid growth, sudden collapse, prolonged struggle, and ongoing resilience. Through it all, the Japanese people have shown remarkable strength and adaptability. While the future remains uncertain, the lessons learned from the past and the innovations of today offer a beacon of hope. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of global economic stories. Your support helps us bring you more content like this. Stay tuned for our next video.